Hi, welcome to my Dating 2024 Wrapped Polyamory Edition. Hi, I'm Courtney. I'm a polyamorous woman married to a monogamous man. Did I dress up for this presentation? Yes, I did. Let's get started. So, how did I start off 2024? Well, I started off happy in a relationship. And then after about 2 months, the guy that I was seeing and in a committed relationship with decided to re-download the dating app when he was on vacation with his parents. So that relationship ended. So before I get into how many dates I actually had, let's talk about the amount of time that I actually was not dating. So I took about 3 weeks off after my relationship ended in February. Now, there's an asterisk here, if you can see. It's because I had a situationship that was still kind of around, and I saw him twice in those 3 weeks. That's a long story, which I actually talk about in my book that's coming out next year. It's pretty juicy. Definitely want to know more about that. Okay, so then I took about 6 weeks off this summer after a second relationship that I had this year ended. I just needed to get a break from dating and thought, no more apps, no more men, take a break. So, and then the 3 months was the relationship I had this summer, plus the 2 months from the relationship I started the year off. So that left about a total of 6.5 months of active dating time. Okay, so how many first dates did I have this year? 21. Now, most of them were coffee dates. There was some kissing involved with many of them. I'd say half of them. Longest date I had was 13 hours. Now, Courtney, how could that possibly be? Well, I'm going to talk to you about that tomorrow, and we're going to come back to that. We're going to come back to that. The shortest date I had was 34 minutes. May have been one of the weirdest dates I had been on when he offered to clone me by using some of my hair. It is as weird as it sounds as it is. Yeah, it is. Let's move on. All right. What was the gender of the dates? All men. I know. I really wish I was into women because I think women are amazing, but I'm as heterosexual as they come. Demographics, nationality. All right, so where are most of the men that I dated from? Really, all over. It's kind of like the United Nations of Courtney here. So the most this year are Italians. I had 4 dates with Italian men. Dates on 4, whatever. Followed by the 3 British, right? Just as a reminder, I live in Germany. Germans only came in at 2. I don't know what happened there. And they tied with Moroccans and Indians and French. So apparently I had a thing for North Africa because I definitely hit Algeria, Egypt, and Morocco. Was just missing Tunisia there. I did actually match with a couple of Tunisian guys, but it never led to anything. So Italian men for the win here. Now, where do I meet these guys? Majority of them, it was pretty 50-50 on Field, which is a dating app or an app for the curious or non-monogamous or whatever you want to call it. And then Bumble. What was the average age of the men that I dated? Well, youngest was 26. The oldest was 46, with an average of almost 31 years old. I just turned 42, so I spent most of 2024 as a 41-year-old. So it was about a 10 to 11 year age difference. Yes, I love younger men. No, I'm not ashamed of it. Next, how many of those 21 first dates led to a second date? Well, 2. Only 2, and here is why. I'm a really picky, and a lot of the guys, how they presented online or how they texted was not how they were in person. And this is why I encourage people to meet whoever it is sooner rather than later instead of spending endless time texting, because people are different in person. So a lot of it had to do with a lack of chemistry, poor communication, different values, expectations, those kind of things. But the 2 that I did have second dates with were very good. Now, how am I ending 2025? Well, instead of just explaining it here now, which would be boring, I put together an 8-part series that shows you how I'm starting off 2025. So be sure to follow along, tune in tomorrow when we start the new year and I start this new series about what my relationship status and dating outlook for 2025 will be. And if you're curious about how this looks as a married woman to a monogamous man who is dating, definitely check out our YouTube channel. It's the Monopoly Couple, and my link is in my bio. Happy to answer any questions and continue to grow the community because we are so excited about where 2025 is going to take.